Classic Volvo. Guys, the wiper blades on this car, not the blades, the wipers, they're behaving a bit strange. I think the best thing would be for me to show you. Right, so let's see. So I'm going to put the wipers on. Excuse my steering lock, by the way. So I'm going to put the wipers on. Yeah, look, it's not interested. It's got even worse since I last used it. You've got to hold the stalk on. Let the stalk go now, it's not even trying. Before it would at least do something. Okay. Now I believe the park setting is built into the motor. It's not got anything to do with the relay. The relay controls the intermittent function, which isn't working. It's obviously not intermittent. And that's off. Yeah, and it's parking there. So we've got two issues. The intermittent function doesn't work and it's not parking in the correct position. So I'm wondering if it's related to one thing or if we've got separate issues. I don't really know much about these systems, I'm going to be honest up front. I'm going to, as I do quite often, probably learn over the course of the video myself exactly what's going on. Sound like Tyler Hoovy, whatever his name is. So let's go relay hunting then. This up. It comes off way too easy. This is when it's actually a good idea anyway, because I need to have another check to see whether water's getting into the interior. I have to do it periodically. Just have to move it back. And then oh, we're still dry under here. That's always nice. I don't know exactly where it is. I think I read somewhere that it's under here, but oh no, there's loads of water in there. Of course there is. Yeah, classic Volvo, classic 240, swimming in water. So I think we have to get behind here. So we're going to lift this up, take this out, a Phillips head screw there, and then maybe probably one at the top. And I think it's behind there. So that's that out. That might have something to do with it, guys. There we go, it's full of water. A cheap aftermarket one as well, there's not even any numbers on it. So, you know, that's not going to help either. Yeah, we've got some issues here, haven't we? Oh. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, look, it started to rust. It's not looking great, is it? And all that water in there. If we put the wipers on now, intermittent, there's nothing at all. On the normal setting it works, but the fast setting is no quicker than that setting, so right, so here we are in the 740, and I think it's got to be that bad boy up there, hasn't it? Yeah, so by the time Volvo got to the 700 series, they decided it would be a good idea to put all the relays in one location instead of kind of scatter them throughout the car, which is quite good. That's quite easy, isn't it? There we go, that gives us access. I'll try and not do anything without showing you guys. Yeah, it's there, it goes into that one. There we go. It's a Volvo genuine one, looks a lot better than the one in the other car. Let's just see if it is the wiper one. I'm sure it is, but without numbers. We've only got the colour to go by. Oh, that's not the one, is it? Oh, it's the rear. It's intermittent rear wiper relay. I really need a Haynes manual. Delivery from Whiteland Restorations. Involvo'd aid. Guys, Whiteland Restorations on YouTube. Definitely check these guys out. This one was on the top right. The one next to it, there's a black one, and that's the intermittent wiper relay for the front. So it's a different colour. Before, when I had a look on Scandix, it was the same relay for all the models, so even though it's a different colour, I don't think it really matters too much. There we go, so we've got no intermittent function, but normally it will work. I'll wait there. Ah, it doesn't park itself. Yeah, it's the same nonsense. It's the intermittent setting will work. And it'll just keep going. Doesn't know when to stop. Or it'll park there. There's not really that much corrosion in there. Well, there's no corrosion in there. So guys, I'm here at the garage, and in a moment I'm actually going to swap the wheels over. I'm going to take the Scorpius alloys and chuck them onto Lili here. I can't wait for that. It's getting worse to the point where now it's only working on the fastest setting. It won't work on the normal speed. It won't work on intermittent. So whatever it is slowly getting worse and worse. So guys, I know I could probably do some testing and some diagnostics and whatever else, but for the sake of 3 bolts here and a nut on the inside, I can have this wiper motor off. It's probably one of the fastest things you can replace on a Volvo 240. So I'll bring you guys into the passenger footwell. And yeah, quite simply, that's where it attaches. So all we've got to do is prise off that clip. Then this comes down. Sorry if it's a bit shaky. So that comes down and out the way. So it's a bolt there, a 10mm bolt. So we'll undo that and then we can take the motor away. I know there's a select few of you out there that watch these videos that don't have a Volvo. And I know it's videos like this that make you want to buy a Volvo. Sometimes there's some sticky stuff. Yeah, it's an original Volvo one. So this is the one on Lili. As you can see, it looks really quite good. So we're taking that off and we're putting that on. It doesn't seem logical, does it? But let's see anyway. So guys, what do you think the chances are of it working? Yeah, look, now it's totally fine. Normal setting, fast setting, off, parks where it wants, intermittent. Jobs are good. Guys, I honestly didn't expect that. I have to say, I really didn't think that would have fixed that. I would have took off the plate off the motor, and I don't know if we would have seen the issue. I was chatting to one of my friends, Collier, and he said you take off this cover and you have a look inside and you can do something in there. You can adjust, you can clean the contacts and you can mess around with it and you can get it working. I probably would have done that, but I mean, this is a new unit, so chances are, I say new, I mean it's new enough. The guy even said when I bought Swiss cheese, because it was on Swiss cheese originally. Who knows if that's even sealed properly? Maybe some water's got in there and it's just upset it. Should we have a quick look whilst we're here? I think think it would be rude not to. Just so we know how it works. I don't know. That looks cheap and horrible, doesn't it? This one is not touching that, so I don't know at what point, if it should probably make connection so it works. So there's like a raised bit here, so obviously as it spins it's raised and then it kicks it up, but it should already be touching and then it should kick it up, I think. So that's probably the issue, just that that's loose there, and the one underneath it's kind of off center as well. Obviously as this gear moves, this cam moves, it probably lifts it up and then drops it down, and then there's your connection, so that makes it do its thing. But I just think it's, yeah, just flimsy and not making a good connection, and just quite cheaply and badly put together, to be honest. And then you've got a however old this is, 30-year-old or almost 30-year-old Volvo one. You know, they use quality parts, and just guys, back in the day, parts were just way more quality, weren't they? They were just better. And today, this is what you get. You know, absolute crap. They put the gun on the highest setting and how tight does it need to be? If she had a puncher at the side of the road, how's she going to change it if they do the wheel up like that? Yeah, there's play top and bottom. I've got a feeling it's in the bearing, but it could be the lower ball joint as well. Usually if it's top and bottom, it's the bearing or the lower ball joint. Side to side, it'll be things like your steering arms, like your track rod and track rod ends. I can't get this last one off. I knew it. The last nut on the last wheel, it's just typical, it won't come off. So guys, what do we think? I think it looks amazing. Maybe a little bit too much like a BMW. I'm getting real mad 80s BMW vibes off it now, but that's fine because I love those things as well. So now it's making this thing look way too stock, way too poverty spec by comparison, you know. I think we definitely need to do something. Some people did suggest actually to put these Scorpius rims on this car. Problem is these are 14-inch, and I think on this thing they're going to look a little bit small. So there we go. Now she's actually usable again, which, you know, in this weather, as you can see, we definitely needed the wipers, so now I can actually reliably use her again. And now she's looking the business as well, so really chuffed. So that wagon, the Mudster, has already started to save Volvos. Yeah, I was actually like face to face with someone for quite a few hours yesterday, like very close, that tested positive this morning, so probably gonna end up getting it. So, you know, this could be my last video, so, you know, if that is the case, thank you all for watching as always, and yeah, I want to be buried with my Volvos.